10 seconds left in regulation. Kelly goes forward to Quigg. 5 seconds left. Slow roller on net. Tuffy grabs it with 2.3 seconds remaining. It's always exciting, Angela, to just see how we have such a close game and to have that extra heightened situation of 3-on-3 to potentially decide this in a few seconds.
Yeah, and gloves will be thrown in the air as soon as that happens. And I mean, that's fun for the crowd too, by the way. It's fun for the players. I hate losing in that fashion. It's happened to me a few times. I love winning in that fashion though. There's like, it's like completely one moment. You pile on the goalie. You remember that for the rest of your life. So been on both sides of that. And we're gonna see that now that we're headed to overtime.
Yeah, BU was on the losing side of that 2 years ago. In overtime, they lost 4-0 here to Northeastern last game. We're going to take a look back at how we got here. 2 goals scored in the first period. It started out a minute 34 into the game. Gwen Lapp scored her first goal of the season on Harvard's first shot of the game.
Yeah, really, again, call it a garbage goal. She was right place, right time, flickered that puck right over the pad of Peterson and really got the game started, because I think we all anticipated BU was going to be the one coming out strong, and Harvard came out.
BU went to the power play for the first time. Kelly's point shot got redirected into the net by Greta Henderson, her 3rd goal of the season. 10:27 into the first period, assisted by Maeve Kelly and Louisa Welke, and then it's really been the goaltenders, the story in the second and the third.
Yeah, I mean, that Henderson shot neutralized things, but the goalies are standing on their heads. Both Peterson and Tuffy, but Tuffy's really the story with 46 shots, only 1 goal against. You see some amazing stops there. Bertelson, the latest. She's just done a phenomenal job. I think her team knew that coming in, and BU had to expect it. BU's played her recently. Remember, we talked about the Bell Pot in Ireland a few weeks ago. That's what this is all about, though. This is championship hockey. We expected it to be close. It is close, and really because I think those 2 goaltenders.
Ainsley Tuffy has really been getting the big games for Harvard, but Laura Bellamy does use a rotation. She goes to Emily Davidson, who's started 7 games. She had 9 starts last year and split time with Tuffy then as well, and so you just see...
And Izzy Wynot, who just got Rookie of the Week. There's 3 goalies on there.
Yeah, 3 goalies that they can go to, and they just tend to really lean on Tuffy in these big moments. Taking a look at the overtime format. 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime frame, a shootout to determine the winner. First 3 shooters for each team in the shootout. We're underway here in the 3-on-3 overtime. Spruill has the puck poked away from her by Kelly.
And this is where you want to make sure you have legs, because this is all about puck. This is moving your legs. Who's got it left in the tank? Who's been training the hardest? Because there's so much space. It's about puck control, less systems, really not losing control of the puck.
Kelly turned it over momentarily to McGathy. It's Kelly and the Welkies out there for BU. McGathy and Spruill out there with McDonald for Harvard. Lily Welke with the puck. She's getting pressured really well by McGathy, who makes her go back out into neutral ice. Quickly trying to turn back in, trying to catch Harvard in a change. Lily Welke up to the point to Kira Healy. Healy behind the net of Tuffy. Harvard kind of passively playing defense there. Sydney Healy up at the point. Throws it into the corner. Kira Healy back to Sydney Healy, and Tuffy another great save. And that springs a breakaway for Carla McSweeney. And she gets taken down on the way. And it's going to be an interference call and a penalty shot.
Who wanted drama? Here you go. One end of the ice, Tuffy comes up big with a right pad save and turns this into an opportunity for Harvard. Again, you have the best player on the team in Healy, the leading scorer with that great right pad, and then who other than McSweeney, about to be McClutch, Gets pulled down, though, by number 27, Kira Healy, the sophomore who knew she had to do something. This is a penalty shot. This is overtime, and there's a penalty shot. Like, how fun is that?
I thought we were going to have to wait a few more minutes for that, but we have a chance to see this game end on a penalty shot by Carla McSweeney. And I think they're just taking a timeout here to sort things out before they send her to center ice. I see Clary Yoon trying to get an explanation as well, but it does look like Kira Healy was behind her.
If you're on a clear breakaway and you get pulled down, that's what tips it in to be a penalty shot. If it's just a trip and you're on a bad angle, but if you're on a clear breakaway, you get tripped, penalty shot. So that was the right call. Let's see how Peterson shows up.
Here comes McSweeney down the lane, and she scores! McSweeney is mid-clutch once again. She wins the Beanpot in overtime for Harvard.
And you couldn't have scripted it better for Harvard University. Back on top in the Beanpot from who other than McClutch. I can't even say her name before. Carla McSweeney. The first year, it's her 8th goal of the season. Team leading goal. Again, had a really nice play. Got the best of Mari Peterson, far side. And you see her just ecstatic. Her teammates are probably just... Everyone came on, celebrate. I remember being in this situation. It's so fun, Bridges, so fun. What a good day for women's college hockey. And for Harvard, for battling through a game which was tilted in favor of BU throughout the entire evening.
Yeah, I think we know who the MVP is, and I think we know who the Britannia Award winner is. Ainsley Tuffy made 46 stops in today's game, only allowed 1, and she was a huge factor in this. And going back to that goal in regulation by Gwen Lapp, her first of the season too, just a big moment for her. And then it's the first year McSweeney finishing this.
I'm going to call her Mick Farside from now on, because she had a nice far side goal. Again, pulls Peterson just enough. And before she could get her pads down, nice slide right, it picked her corner. McFarside, McClutch, McJesus, McSweets, McSwiss, McWinner now for Harvard University. Congratulations to both teams. I mean, BU played so well. It must be disappointing for them not to take it home. But that's what happens in 3-on-3 hockey. It's fun.
Mick Beanpot champion now, as Harvard staying out on the ice to celebrate. Well, they lost to BU in the Bell Pot under a month ago, and they're able to get redemption here in Boston, taking the Beanpot. It's their 16th total and their first Beanpot since 2022.
Yeah, sweet revenge. BU looking again only for their 3rd title. Harvard, I was lucky enough to be at 4 of those championships, so a little bias here. Really excited. They've had a tough couple of seasons. They had less than 10 wins in the last 2 years combined. So for this team, again, to start slowly rebuilding, a lot of pride, I'm sure, on the ice right now. And a huge opportunity, again, 66% of their points coming from their underclass. So they have a really bright future ahead of them. Cheers to Laura Bellamy and everyone on this squad that showed up today, and in particular to Carla McSweeney, number 14, with that clutch final and decisive goal.
And for Laura Bellamy in her 3rd season as head coach, she's already seen a big jump, 11 wins, 10 losses, and 1 tie. So a winning record on this season. Last year they went 2 wins, so huge difference for them. And you see it all coming together with the first years and with the goaltending. We'll toss it over to PA announcer Jake Zimmer.
Fans, it's time for tonight's awards presentation. Thanks for celebrating the 46th annual Dunkin Women's Beanpot Tournament with us at TD Garden. And what a fantastic tournament it's been. First, we present the Joe Bertagna Award, presented to the most outstanding goaltender. To present the award, please welcome former Hockey East Commissioner Joe Bertagna. This year's winner, with 46 saves tonight and 40 in the semifinal for a grand total of 86 saves in the Dunkin Women's Beanpot Tournament, from Harvard #1, Ainsley Tuffy. And now for the presentation of the Most Valuable Player Award. This year's MVP, from Harvard #1, Ainsley Tuffy. And finally, fans, the awarding of the Beanpots. For the 16th time overall and the first title since 2022, to Coach Laura Bellamy, to Captains Zoe Busambra, Emily Davidson, and Kate Kasica, congratulations to the Harvard Crimson. Thank you for coming, and we will see you next year.
Great moment for Harvard, lifting the Beanpot, getting their name back on there for the first time since 2022. It was Northeastern with a 3 in between, but Harvard takes back the pot, and they'll celebrate out with their team. Everybody getting some kisses in on the trophy. Definitely different than the one that you had, but looked a little heavier.
I think they were joking about that. No, what a great contest. A tight match, 2-1. Tuffy deserved both of those. I mean, she without her, they wouldn't have stayed in this game. 47 shots, only 1 goal against. What a fun game, Bridget. What a good showing for women's hockey. And to end in that fashion, I think it was super exciting.
Yeah, you always get a little bit of that extra juice when it goes to overtime. And then I can't believe we had a penalty shot in overtime to decide this, but it's just been a wild championship game once again. None of the championship games in the 3 seasons at TD Garden have really been a disappointment. These have all been really good games, even though the 4-0 shutout by Northeastern was a great goaltending feat for Lisa Janssen. So just 3 in a row, great turnouts. Over 10,000 people at the Garden again today. And I wanted to look at some of Tuffy's numbers. But if you add up her saves from the first and the second round, she's made 86 saves and allowed just 2 goals in the tournament. Yeah, she deserves the MVP.
Yeah, again, they've got a great lineup of goalies. They probably push each other in practice with Davidson, and why not? But Tuffy, the hero today. Fun just to see this crew, which I know has had, its ups and downs of the past few seasons, and just to be able to come together and celebrate and bring back some pride to Harvard hockey. And, it's always tough to be on teams that don't win a lot of games. Tuffy didn't win a single game last year, by the way. So for her to come back in this fashion and really show up in her sophomore campaign, you got to hand it to her.
We're going to throw it down to ice level. Casey has the winning coach, Laura Bellamy.
Thank you, guys. All right, Coach Bellamy, I have to ask, you just talked about having great moments of your own in the Beanpot, but how does that match up to this on NHL ice with the journey your team's had since you got here?
I mean, this is top-notch. Our players deserve it. To end it on a penalty shot, I mean, you can't write it any better than that. What a play, what a team effort. So excited for our group.
You talk about ending it on a penalty shot, which is just insane to see, but then the player who puts it away on the penalty shot, just talk more about Carla McSweeney for your team.
Yeah, Carla McSweeney, our team actually calls her McFive-hole. She used it right there. McGoat, McJesus, she gets a lot of nicknames.
team's resiliency. It doesn't matter what's going on, how the game tilts, they stay in it and they make sure they wear down their opponent.
Yeah, that was really the story, right? I mean, BU played a great game and really took it to us in a lot of ways, but it's just about finding a way. I thought Ainsley was incredible in net. It started there, and I think you saw our team's resilience tonight.
Absolutely. Congratulations again, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
Sounds like she's losing her voice.
It's good. That's a sign of a real championship. You're screaming so. Well, maybe she was screaming during the game, but you'd like to think it's from the celebration.
It was probably a combination of having to, the crowd was so loud, you got to raise your voice a little bit more than normal here to try to get the directions out to your team. So she's obviously pleased, and you hear her comment on Ainsley Tuffy as well. And for Harvard, when you win the Beanpot here at TD Garden, it goes up in the rafters until we meet again next January. So that gets to stay up here during all the Bruins, Celtics games, everything. You can come and look at that if you're them and you're back in this building, and just remember this moment. We're going to go back down to ice level. Casey has Gwen Lapp.
All right, first of all, how does it feel to win the Beanpot on NHL ice, especially with you opening the scoring, your first of the season, which is just tremendous?
No, it's an absolutely surreal feeling. I mean, I haven't won a Beanpot yet, and like I know for our senior captain, Kate Katska, hasn't won one, so every year we've just like felt what it's felt like to lose, and like we knew this was our year. And now that we've won, it's just the most insane, awesome feeling. Like, we're gonna carry that with us for the rest of the season.
Absolutely, and to that point, you guys are such a resilient group, but what was the communication like for you guys to remain patient, knowing the capability of coming out on top with a Beanpot title?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we've played in big games before. We've played BU like earlier this season in Ireland, and we hadn't played our best hockey yet, and we knew what we were capable of. We knew the hockey that we could play. We just made sure to keep our nerves calm, you know, settle down, play our game, and just keep the energy up. Like, that's the biggest thing, is just like the support and the love and having fun and the things that we're good at, and we knew it would come true. The win.
First one for Harvard on NHL ice. How are you guys going to celebrate such a victory?
Yeah, I mean, like, the vibes are just so awesome. We're so excited. We're fun. We're just going to stay out all night just with each other, having fun. And yeah, it's awesome. We're just going to carry that win with us for the rest of the season, quite frankly.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Go cheer on your team.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you guys.
We're going to go out tonight. I wonder what they're going to do to go celebrate here in Boston. Sounds like they're going to have quite a bit of fun. Well, they got off to the right start of the night here, winning their 16th Beanpot title. And I know Casey's trying to grab Ainsley Tuffy, who definitely want to hear from what kind of experience this was for her. Casey, take it away.
All right, Ainsley, you know how to take on big moments. Just talk to me about the confidence you have with your team playing in front of you and how big your defense has helped out.
Yeah, all I can do is trust my D and my forwards, and that's all I did today. I trust them fully everywhere we go, and I couldn't ask for a better group.
Yeah, you've come up with some big plays. Your ability to just anticipate the puck and kind of make some big moves there. What's it like for you between the net and how you keep your poise and your composure?
I try not to think too much. I just play my game. I build off of habits, and then I just play that game that I have in practice.
And you can feel how strong this team plays for one another, the energy, the camaraderie, the bonding. Just talk about what this means to your team to win the Beanpot.
Yeah, this is a great turnaround for our team. I couldn't ask for a better group. This team is unbelievable. And every single time I go to the rink, I couldn't be happier to be there.
Fantastic. Congratulations. Go celebrate.
Have a good one.
You too. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Casey. And it's the second year in a row that a goaltender has won both the Britannia Award and the MVP. Last year was Lisa Janssen. This year it is Ainsley Tuffy getting both honors. And final thoughts from you as we get ready to head out and let them celebrate some more on the ice.
I mean, Coach Bellamy said be nails on the D side of the puck. That was their D blocking shots. But Tuffy, did you see that stat? 97.7% save percentage in the Beanpot. That's my final thought. That goalie was unreal today.
She's probably going to be in the Beanpot Hall of Fame. I think we can say that. Well, it's the Harvard Crimson taking the 2026 Beanpot title. I want to thank our fantastic crew of women back in the production truck, behind the cameras, and in the studio. Our director, Amy Kaplan, my broadcast partners, Angela Ruggiero and Casey Hudson. I'm Bridget Prue. Thank you for joining us for the 47th Dunkin Women's Beanpot on NESN. But stay right here for more women's hockey action. The Seattle Torrent host the Toronto Scepters in a late night PWHL matchup. That's what's up next on NESN Plus.